We all ready? With that, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you present here for the much awaited semi-finals of JSW Indian Open, powered by Inspire Institute of Sport. After a thrilling quarterfinals we witnessed yesterday, today we promise to be even more exciting as we move on one step closer to the finals. But before we get into the battle mode, we would like to go ahead and take a moment to reflect on how incredible journey of JSW and Squash first began. Ladies and gentlemen, JSW and Squash share a very special relationship that was forged 31 years ago. Yes, you heard me right, 31 years ago. It all began in the year 1994 with the launch of Jindal Squash Academy in Vasind, a very small village in Maharashtra. A very visionary initiative by Shri Sajan Jindal. Ladies and gentlemen, since that day, JSW has been a force in building and developing a sport for squash, and today, by hosting the first ever PSA Copper event in India, at Bombay Gymkhana, we take a historic step in giving athletes, our Indian athletes, a platform to compete with the world's best. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I have a video to show.
You think you're funny, do ya? Funny?
Forward. Ladies and gentlemen, in the commitment to Indian sport doesn't stop here. Our partners, the Inspire Institute of Sport, has played a pivotal role in bringing the tournament to life. Located at Vijayanagar, Karnataka, IIS has a world-class facility where science, infrastructure, and some of the finest coaches' mind come together to push our athletes towards their ultimate goal, the Indian Olympic dream. It stands as a testament to JSW's vision to empower Indian athletes across disciplines, helping them compete at the highest level onto the global stage. With that, eyes on the screen.
Scripting history in Tokyo.
Literally,
everybody is just so excited.
Greatness. It isn't born. It's created. Created when minds obsessed with winning come together. When every single punch, push, lift, throw points to just the one direction. The Olympic podium. We are the Inspire Institute of Sport. And to craft the best, we provide the best. For us, winning is a science. And crafting winners, a habit. It takes a village to raise a champion. It also takes a process that lies in the details. We're breaking records. We are setting standards. The envelope, the needle, the limits, we are pushing them all. And we're only just getting started.
Our ambition at IIS is to be the catalyst to really uplift the standard.
and gentlemen, get ready for the semi-finals of JSW Indian Open, powered by IIS, and witness some top-tier squash action there. I'm sure all of you are ready. The court is all set, fast-paced and fierce battles as we go ahead and welcome our players. While I go ahead and welcome the players, I want all of you to put your hands together, hoot for them, cheer for them, and I'm sure we are in this together. So let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, first match of the day, the semi-finals features an Indian squash legend who will be facing the budding Indian squash prodigy. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go ahead and get into the very first segment. It's time for the first glass court face-off of the day as I go ahead and introduce to all of you to Joshna Chinnappa. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? A true stalwart of Indian squash, Joshna made history by defeating 8 times world champion Nicole David at the 2018 El Guana International Squash Tournament in Egypt. Joshna has dominated both domestic and international squash circuits for years. After such close game yesterday, she is now all set for today's match. Let's give her a huge round of applause as we all begin. Joshna will be playing against none other than Anahat Singh. Can we have a huge round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen? The youngest national champion and the next big thing in Indian squash. Anahat is the youngest Indian to win a medal at the Asian Games and the youngest athlete to represent the nation at the Commonwealth Games in the year 2024. She also won 9 tour titles, more than any women in a single year since Nicole David in 2010. Now let's go ahead and see who emerges victorious in the event. I can already feel that it is already going to be a nail-biting contest. With that, let's go ahead and start the match, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. This is JSW Indian Open, powered by IIS.
and Anahat Singh. Today, joining with me is Andrew Cross.
Hey Subri, how are you?
Very well, Andrew. How about you?
Good. Yeah, good, thank you. Ready and excited for this?
Yes, and looking forward to a good clash between the young Indian sensation and someone who's been the flag bearer of Indian squash.
That's a very nice way of saying someone very experienced.
Yes, I was just going through the matches she's played is 444 career matches, and wherein Anna just has 44 under her belt right now.
Yeah, but interesting was Anahat's win rate was about 98%, so it's pretty astonishing for someone so young.
Yes, and she has won a lot of titles. In her introduction, they said that she, after Nicole, she's the only one who's got that many titles in a year.
JSW Indian Open 2025 Women's Semifinal
Yeah,
match.
very impressive.
Anahat Singh of India to serve, Joshna Chinappa of India to receive. Best of 5 games, love all.
The referee for this match is Rohit More. Good start there.
One love.
Yeah, very positive start from Anahat.
Down
Wow.
and out. 1-all.
Obviously, yesterday both players had a very tough 5-set matches. Be interesting to see who backs up a little bit better today.
Yeah, and it was good to see Anahat taking her World Junior revenge from Nadine. A great pickup there. She's really fast in the front, Anahat.
And out. 2-1.
Yeah, she's quick around the court. She's too quick for Joshna there.
Yeah.
Not up. And out. 2-all.
But she doesn't seem to give up on court. She pushes for every shot that you play, whatever. She doesn't seem to give up on those shots. That's the best part about her.
Yeah, Josh looks like she's going to try and attack quite a lot.
Down.
I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a shootout at the front of the court at the moment.
Yeah. Most of the squash in the last 5 points has been in the front court.
Yeah.
Great shot. That one looked
4-2.
double to me, Andrew.
Yeah, it did to me as well.
Joshna quick, racing away.
And out. 3-4.
Joshna needs to be ready for these shots because Anahat seems to play these bursts and drops quite a lot.
Yeah, she's very deadly around the middle of the court.
5-4.
All of a sudden, just 3 quick points from Anahat.
6-4.
3 service errors from Joshna. You won't like to see them coming out. They drop there.
7-4. And out 5-7.
To see
Down and out 8-5.
anything short and she goes into the front, like you said. She's really good at that mid court.
Yeah, she's not afraid to be taking it in.
That great shot there.
And out 6-8.
Tight.
Joshna's got to be hitting really good quality if she goes to the front.
Yeah, she also needs to be a little bit more attentive on the returns. Oh, good shot there. Ah. Good rally, good work by both the
9-6.
girls there. Anahat stretching Joshna to all corners in this one.
Stroke to Singh. 10-6 game ball.
A great shot there from Joshna.
And out 7-10 game ball.
Ah, beautiful
11-7 game to
cross
Singh.
court
Singh leads 1 game to love.
nick there from Anahat to end the game. 11-7.
डबल बाउंस होता है ये नहीं उछल लेगा जोशना का बराबर
You can see some highlights of that game. Anahat playing some really good shots in the front of the court, taking her chances. That's a packed house there at the Bombay Gymkhana squash courts.
Singh leads 1 game to love.
Back for the second game action.
And out 1 love.
Joshna taking the
Too low.
first 2 points there.
It's just it's two quick rallies, right? It's quite easy for Joshna to get back in, and there's a third one. Almost trying to force it a little bit too quickly.
Great shot there.
Fall out.
It's a perfect start, really, for Joshna. 4 3-shot rallies, 2-shot rallies. Again, another one.
I think that's what Andrew 44 matches and 444 matches is about. The young kid got really excited with that one love lead and
Stroke to Singh. And out 1-5.
Quite interesting for Joshna. She can be quite devastating when she just plays these short, sharp rallies. She can win rallies very quickly.
2-5.
Great drop there from Anahat on the volley.
Stroke to Singh. 3-5. 4-5.
Yeah, you see her take quick points and get back, Andrew.
Yeah, she's back in it really quick.
And out 6-4.
I think Joshna needs to pace up the game a little bit.
Yeah, I think Joshna will be quite happy. Short, sharp rallies. Anything that's comfortable in her hitting zone, that's where she's pretty deadly usually. Anahat's probably going to want to try and extend the rallies a little bit. Try and get Joshna away from that middle of that court.
Yeah, I think our plan is just to keep pushing Joshna to the front of the courts. You know, every
Not up.
few shots.
And out 5-6.
She does play in that burst.
Yeah, she really whips that burst around.
And out
Great
7-5.
shot there.
Quite interesting tactic Joshna's used this week. She's served from the left quite a lot. She did it a lot against the Kansha last night. She's doing it again today.
Great shot there.
What a pickup.
Yeah, Joshna didn't expect her to get to that ball. Interesting point of the match right now.
Yes, lad.
Yeah, very. I think every time that Anahat can extend the rallies, she seems to do pretty well. If Joshna, can think that kind of return of serve won't really help Anahat much against someone like Joshna. She's always been able to maintain this lead a little bit throughout this match. Joshna, throughout the second game, in particular.
Not up, stop.
This is what I was talking about,
10-5,
keeping
game
the
on.
tempo on the ball, hitting the good lengths, and then she's really good with her mid-court game.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot there.
11-5. 11-5. Game to Chinappa. 1 game all.
Game scores 1-all. A great comeback from Joshna Chinappa. A quick 6-minute game. I think the early 5-point lead to Joshna. Anahat had to literally keep playing catch up there.
Play will resume in 30 seconds. Seconds.
Game scores 1-all.
1 game all.
Two
Chinappa to
very
serve.
short games.
Love all.
Quite interesting to see how Anahat adopts starts in the third.
Yes, let. Love all.
Will she continue to attack off return a serve, or will she try and get it deep first before going short?
One love.
I think the initial few points will be really crucial here, Andrew.
Yeah, I think more for Anahat than Joshna. I think Anahat's got to try and extend these rallies at the start.
A good comeback in this rally.
Yeah, did well to win that from a difficult
1-1.
position.
Joshna would need to finish those shots, when she's getting the opportunities, because Anahat seems to get to everything on court
2-1.
instead of just pushing that ball around.
Yeah, Joshna's going to get back to some short, sharp rallies. Not that kind of short,
3-1.
sharp rally, but she'll want to get back to hitting some winners, 3-shot rallies. That would be great for Joshna. That's what she's really good at.
Down.
Oh, very unnecessary there for Anahat.
2-3.
Yeah, didn't quite need to go for it. Had Joshna kind of on the ropes, grimacing a little bit in that rally, and then kind of gifted it back to her.
Stroke to Singh.
Quite a I mean,
And
my
out.
Bit
screen
harsh
looks
there.
4-2.
a bit. Didn't think her racket was quite ready to play.
5-2. Down.
Not so
Six,
many
two.
errors.
It's two returns of serve on that side.
Return of serves coming too weak right now, especially on the backhand.
Oh.
7-2.
Anahat seems to be picking up everything that is being played on that court right now.
Yeah, got her confidence back.
This is the
Quite
kind
the
of
And
right
out.
shots
shot there.
that
3-7.
we have a lot of people there watching this match.
Down. 4-7.
You could hear Anahat's father there.
Big supporter.
Down.
So far, we've seen
And out.
clean, good
8-4.
squash from both the players. Great
Very
shot
nice.
9-4.
She was able to keep it very low, keep it, stop it from bouncing.
In the crowds, I can see our patron of Squash Racket Federation of India, Mr. Ramachandran, watching. A great shot.
And out. 5-9.
Again, Joshna going back to the left.
Uh,
6-9.
great
The front
effort there
corner.
from Anahat.
Yeah, she had an opportunity to win it though, and I played the wrong shot into the front backhand again. Should have probably gone cross court.
Yeah. This is the kind of pace Joshna needs to use.
And out. 10-6.
Yeah, it's
Game ball.
good cross court from Anahat and gives her a 10-6 lead.
Nice shot there. Good rally. Great run.
11-6. Game to Singh. Singh leads 2-1.
Yeah, Anahat taking the third game. 11-6.
15 seconds.
Anahat leading 2-1.
Time. Singh leads 2-1. Singh to serve.
1 game away to be playing the finals of the
Labo.
JSW Indian Open. Oh, great shot there.
1-love.
Beautiful start from Anahat.
Great shot.
And out. 1-all. Down. 2-1. And out. 2-all.
Looking focused and
Yeah, did really well to straighten that up from the front of the court.
great pick up
Good
there.
pick up. Good rally for Anahat. This plenty of work going into Joshna. Fortunately, didn't quite win it, but I think she'll be quite happy with the rally.
And out. 3-2.
Yeah, made Joshna work hard to get this point.
Down. 4-2.
Quite unnecessary there.
Yeah, she's made a couple of unforced errors. She could probably do with cutting out a little bit. Another bounce in that back
And
corner.
out. 3-4.
Seen a few of those this week. Great shot.
4-all. Stroke to Chinapa. And out. 5-4.
Lucky
And
bounce
out.
Another one.
5-all.
She's got that twice in this game.
Yeah, and almost in consecutive returns of serve on the forehand side.
Great volley there.
And out. 6-5.
Another wrong rally there.
No let.
Yeah, I
Sufficient
was
room
going
to
to say
play
that
with
was
Chinapa.
that was going to be pretty tough.
And out.
Yeah,
6-all.
thought let. Not definitely a no let. I think she stopped because she thought she had her in the swing.
7-6.
Better stuff from Joshna in this game.
8-6.
Yeah, but Anahat's got it back. She's got a 2-point lead here.
She's worked Joshna quite a lot in this game, you know. She's moved her.
Yeah. Especially the
8-6.
last few rallies. See if that pays dividends for her here.
She's used that lob also quite well. It's actually really good in all these all glass outdoor courts. One should use their
Yes, lad. 8-6.
I would think was similar situation there, Andrew.
Yeah, I think that one was a little bit more of a let than the previous one. Joshna was a little bit there.
Wow, great shot.
9-6.
Beautifully
10-6.
played
Match
to
ball.
get the match ball there.
Oh, what a finish.
11-6. Match to Singh. 3 games to 1. 11-7. 5-11. 11-6. 11-6.
That's the final game of the first match between Joshna Chinappa and Anahat Singh. Anahat Singh winning a 32-minute match. 11-7, 5-11, 11-6, 11-6. Thank you for joining with me, Andrew.
Yes, thank you, Subri. I look forward to coming back later and doing one more. I hope you have a good another match later.
Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly with the live match between Abhay Singh and Al Hamami. You're watching live action from Bombay Gymkhana.
In conversation with our very first winner. Give Anahat a huge round of applause, everybody in the audience. Firstly, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel, and what are the key moments and the turning points of the match?
I'm really happy I could win. I knew coming into the match that it was going to be tough. And even from yesterday, I had a tough battle as well, so I was quite tired coming into it. But I'm glad I was able to win at the end.
Absolutely. How different was match from yesterday to today?
I mean, it was so similar, but there's a difference between the quarters and the semis. Like, yesterday's was also really important. Coming in the semis as well. But today, going into the finals, I'm quite confident with the way I played, and I'm happy with the way I played. And yeah, it gives me confidence advance for the match tomorrow as well.
Ahead of finals, how are you preparing yourself?
I mean, my match just finished, so I'm still trying to take all of that in right now. But yeah, I'll go home, rest a bit, and come back fresh for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Wishing you all the luck for tomorrow. Give her a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Seconds.
We are here for the
JSW Indian Open
semi-finals.
2025. Men's semi-final match. Karim El Hamami of Egypt to serve. Abhay Singh of India to receive. Best of 5 games. Low.
You are watching this live streamed on Squash TV and at Fan Code. With me today is Chris Ryder. How are you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Serby. Nice to be with you again for the commentary. Been too long. Looking forward to this match.
Down.
Yes,
Love.
Al Hamami had a really long match yesterday against a fellow Egyptian.
I know
Good to
Mustafa
have-
very well, Mustafa El Sturdy. Yeah, because he's at Birmingham University, and I'm the coach at Nottingham University, so we end up playing Mustafa a lot. So I know Kareem must have had a tough one there. It looked like it went an hour and a half.
Yeah, both of them taking about 15 minutes injury breaks as well.
Well, Abhay is must be the crowd favourite today, I'd imagine, being the home player. So I'm sure he'll have a lot of support.
And out.
And he tends to play well in India, doesn't he? Tends to play well at home.
Yes, he does. And like you said, he's the crowd's favorite, the only Indian boy
Just let 1-0.
in the. Oh, well, let's give him that. The only Indian boy in semi-finals. So you see, it's a packed house for him right now.
Yeah, quite rightly. I remember commentating on a tournament down in Chennai, which he did very well in, and I think made a semi-final down there. That was a couple of years ago, but he always plays well in these conditions, these like hot conditions. I think just his level of ball control is really high. He's got some great holds. He's a very good positional player, and that will be an interesting matchup with Kareem, who's such a physical player who can get so many shots back. Is just always in the match. So I think the matchup here will be really interesting in terms of styles.
Definitely, it's going to be a test for Abhay. He's not been tested much so far in this tournament compared to what Kareem had to go through. The only plus point I feel for Abhay is he's already played on this court yesterday, where Kareem had to play in the indoor court. So it's quite a different play when you have to play in an outdoor all-glass court.
Down.
What do you think, Chris?
3-2.
Yeah, well, I mean, every glass court is so different, aren't they? And that's because of the conditions, and especially when they're open to the elements. I think that you've got such different factors. Sometimes you've got the wind coming in. You've certainly got humidity and different air temperatures, and the ball reacts very differently in those conditions. Plus, every glass court has its own pace and stuff like that. So it's very hard without playing on the glass to get used to it. So I'd imagine the first half of the game, then Kareem will be just getting used to this, pace of the court, how it takes the ball in.
Plus, whatever little practice he would have got, it would have been daylight, and right now we are playing it under the lights, so it's definitely different, and it's shot there.
Even in a match that lasts over an hour, potentially the conditions change within that hour. So I think as the night gets colder, I think you might find that the conditions of play, the rallies get a lot shorter. It gets a lot more attacking. Be interesting to see, really.
4-3.
Yeah, and so far Kareem has just kept Abhay to the back of the court, not letting him get a lot of
5-3.
Not letting him go in the front much.
Yeah, and I think El Hamami's the sort of player where you've got to earn the right to be in front of him. You've got to hit that quality length and get him behind you as well as you can before you can start expressing yourself going short. So it is a battle to the back of the court to start off with, and I'm sure that's going to suit El Hamami. But Abhay just needs to find his length here and sort of settle down with his accuracy, and I think that will bring him into the match.
Yeah, and like you said, he's really good with changing the pace and keeping it to his liking. A great shot there.
Left box 7-3.
He just made that look simple, didn't he? A nice clinical, punished a short length, clinical straight drop.
You okay?
Uh-oh. Complete accident
Yes,
there.
sir. 7-3.
Just actually sent El Hamami the wrong way.
You okay to continue?
He crashed into his leg, got punished for hitting too deceptive of a shot.
Yep.
Yeah. Some part of his knee is what he got there. In the crowd, you can see the patron of Squash Racket Federation of India, Mr. Ramachandran, and Parth Jindal, principal sponsor from JSW, sitting in the crowd watching the Indians play. So good to have such kind of events happening in India.
Yeah, fantastic. Like, I think over the last few years, the events are getting bigger and bigger, and the support from JSW has been absolutely brilliant. You know, they're making these players stand out, and also they've got a great bunch of players with Anahat just winning there, getting to a final. You know, Abhay doing very well, and a bunch of other players.
Down.
It's a new generation for Indian squash.
And out.
Definitely.
4-7.
Just the match before, we saw Joshna and Anahat play, which is really good for squash in India, that we have Joshna as well as a lot of other players coming up. And with these kind of events, we'll definitely see a lot more of them coming up. Great rally there.
Yeah, I feel like Kareem wants some hard rallies to put into Abhay here to give himself even if he doesn't win this first game, to make that second game just way harder for
8-4.
Abhay. So there's an error.
Yeah. Abhay is really good in that corner. Unlucky there.
9-4.
Good to see. Oh.
Yeah, fantastic rally there. He seems in control here. You know, he's found his feet very early, and you know, he's gaining some real control over the match here early. It's good signs for Abhay.
Great shot.
11-4. Game to Singh. Singh leads 1 game to love.
So I think that was good to see that for the home support, that Abhay really sort of found his accuracy from about 3-all in the early stages there. He started just using that hold, using the long drop from the back of the court to establish some threat to the front, and then he was able to make that court quite long, quite big for his opponent Kareem El Hamami, and he started doing much more of the controlling, and El Hamami was doing a lot more of the work. So very good start, promising start there for the home favourite. Let's see if Kareem can get into this second game a little bit more.
Yeah, like you just recapped the game really well, and we would really hope that he keeps his game going.
It's a bit of a montage of Abbay's drop shots this this interim period, isn't it? So I think you can sort of see the picture of the game there.
Yeah. Luckily, he's not struggling with that little bit of knee he got from Karim there.
I think it just looked like a bruise. I don't think that was sort of a joint problem or anything like that. I think it was just Karim ran into his leg. So he should be able to shake that one off.
Yeah. It's really good to actually see a packed house at the Bombay Gymkhana.
Would you say that squash in India is still like growing in popularity?
Yes, we've seen a huge change. We're actually also streaming this live on Fan Code, which is, of course, the biggest place to view cricket, but squash getting its time there, it's one of the good things about the sport.
Well, I think with the IPL that the Indian has shown the world that they know how to put on a good show, don't they?
One love.
Of course. when
and I think
when
they're
the
applying
IPL
some of this. Sorry,
I was saying that when it's an IPL going on and you have squash people watching squash, I think you've done your job well.
Yeah, exactly. It's just started, hasn't it? So I'm not sure when the next Mumbai Indians game is, but hopefully it still gets a good crowd in squash.
Yes. Great shot, great batting.
He's just got so many options in that area, and it's sort of, you know, it's tough when players take out an area of the court and you think, I can't hit it there because they're going to dominate me in that area. And I just think that at the moment, Abhay has got that front backhand sewn up, and it sort of limits Kareem's options, doesn't it? He has to move forward to cover that drop all the time. You know, I think he's not got an out unless he puts it in with real quality into that front.
Yeah, there's minor contact.
Abhay
It's just a regulation
game, got onto it very
Let's continue.
quickly, held it and straightened. I think that then becomes a bit of a problem and limiting factor for Kareem in this match. So he's got to find a way to solve that, whether that's attack that front right, which he's just done there a bit more,
and out,
you know,
1,
and
2
look for another option, or it's be a bit more careful about how he's going to go into the front backhand, because at the moment he's getting eaten up in that area. It's not, that's a huge area. It's a bit like when people play Gawad. That same area, you really come under so much pressure.
Yeah. Abhay tends to take the ball very early.
Loose ball in the middle, he would have taken on the follow through.
You know, like the same thing, he just takes the ball really early in that backhand
3-1
space, you know, the front and the mid court. He's really quick to grab. There's just too much pressure for the other player. They kind of see like that. He has that confidence.
Prime example there. Very good commentary, that Serbi. Like, you were commentating about it, and then he took it extremely early on his backhand.
It's been watching him play squash from a long time, I guess. He read his game pretty well. Wow. That's power.
Mr. Singh, you need to stop on those balls. You don't have to play that when the player is in front. That's going to be a stroke anyway. Ball going to the front wall. Right in the middle.
I don't really feel
Let's
like
continue.
Al-Hamami's
Ball
done
going
a
to
lot
the front
wrong
wall.
there. He was, it
No,
wasn't
I told him not to play
excessively
the shots.
wide, and he wasn't
Continue. I decide on that.
across on the
You
tee.
continue, please.
So it is the rules, though, that if you get hit by the ball directly in front of the
4-1.
front
Please
wall,
be careful,
then
Mr. Singh.
it's a stroke. In that situation, it feels quite unfair, though.
Yeah, Abhay saying that he had an uneven bounce there, so he could not control the ball much. That's great. Yeah. Just
I
too
thought for
good
the
in that
majority of that
corner.
rally, El Hamami had a lot better of it, to be honest, but he just couldn't
5-1.
put the ball away, you know, and Abhay could. He was starting to sort of negate some of that front corner, which we talked about.
Yeah, but Al Hamami is not able to convert those shots. He's
Now let
making
needed to
Singh
go in
move
front,
a lot.
up and around.
Is that a no let? That was quite
The
hard.
ball
Yeah.
was shorter. I needed to go up and
I
around.
thought
and
it was
play
a stroke.
Yeah, but referee's telling him to take the line, up the line to the ball, and just not go
And
for
out
the
2-5.
player all the time.
I mean, there haven't been many lets in this match, and it hasn't been physical sort of interference that much. Been clean up to this point.
Yeah. Like you've been saying, Chris, a volley like that, Abhay would have been able to put it away. You know, Al Hamami is making the rally, but not making the winners.
Yeah, he's sort of doing. He's getting opportunities and then just not being clinical at the moment. And that could be partly
Do it with
that
the
he
shoes.
didn't play on the court
Do it with the shoes,
yesterday,
please, quickly.
and we were talking about the conditions.
Do a
So
lot of
that's
spots.
always going to be a factor.
Hamami, good service. You need good service, I said.
Yeah. That's just humidity. It's got to be really hot and humid in Bombay at this point of time. Chris, you can see the players are sweating.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm actually going to be visiting in a couple of weeks and bringing some of our
Thank you.
students out to Bombay to hit with some players and to do a training week there.
Left
And
box,
just experience life
3-5.
in India, playing out there. So, you know, we're looking forward to some nice weather, not too hot, hopefully.
Lucky or unluckily, you're going to have to kind of endure with the weather there.
Yeah. Right, back in the action. And Abhay is back on that hold again.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that is very disruptive when he rips it across Kareem's body. Done well to stick in this rally, Kareem.
Down.
Oh.
Again, sort of did all the hard
And
work, stayed in the
6-3.
rally, put one in the tin.
It's one of those days. A great shot.
That's better. That's better.
That's
And
Mr.
out.
Parth Jindal
4-6.
and Mr. N. Ramachandran on screen. Last few points, Chris, I feel Al Hamami is getting not there, but he's kind of getting into the game more
And
than
out.
he was
7-4.
earlier.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly not been in control of lots of this, but he's staying in there just. Now this is a big point, 7-4, and it could go 7-5 or 8-4. I mean, that feels such a massive difference. Bit of a step up in intensity.
Eight, 4. No let. Better line behind. You just went into the player.
Tend to agree with that decision. I think
Definitely,
he
he didn't
committed
know
himself a long
where
way
the ball.
forward. Yeah.
Settle down, please. Thank you.
Somebody just casually walking right behind the back of the court there.
That's one of the things with squash. A lot of people don't understand that you cannot just leisurely walk through. It's not cricket.
We read that one.
Great take
Quick
there.
exchange at the front.
Beautiful shot.
Good service.
I'm surprised he's asked for court service there, because he's actually made Abhay do some very dynamic movements, and Abhay, I think, will be quite thankful of the rest for the court service.
Can you just show him the spot, please?
Maybe there's a genuine need for it, but if I was Kareem, maybe I'd have pushed on at that point, tried to get him into another one of those intense quick rallies.
Thank you.
Definitely, I think the last few rallies, he's really pushed Abhay to all parts of the court. Definitely, if he could have just taken it ahead, would have been better.
Tell you what, those seats look quite comfy at the front rows, don't they?
Definitely, I can see. It's good to see a lot of young people coming and watching squash.
Yeah, I think the junior programs these days in many of the Indian clubs are very significant. A lot of players, they train hard, they're super committed. I'm not surprised there's a lot of young players supporting Abhay here.
Hand out 9-5.
Abhay has kind of raced away with that lead, like you were saying. Oh, great shot there.
Hand out 6-9.
9-5 looks like a significant lead. Then 6-9 suddenly.
It's funny how quick it turns, isn't it? And momentum is a strange thing. But I think Abbay's got this one, but I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah. The good part about this game, Abhay has been able to convert the important points.
Hand out 10-6. Game ball.
Like this one, he changed the pace completely on this rally.
It's so hard to play against someone who just doesn't let you settle, and then is able to put the ball away.
11-6. Game to Singh. Singh leads 2 games to love.
Well, I think just to sum up that game, it was actually really one-way traffic, wasn't it? Abhay was actually just in great control. That's exactly his type of play that he wants to have. Lots of hold. It was accuracy to the back. He made that court big for his opponent, who got a lot of balls back and got opportunities, but then just wasn't able to put that ball away when he had the opportunity. And it was just pressure. It was just pressure over time, really, wasn't it? And, Abhay was in control of that, being, third of the work compared to Kareem willfully running around and doing 2/3. In the end, that just can't last.
Yeah, I mean, you can see he did make Abhay move a lot in this game, but in the crucial points, I think Abhay just got the better of him.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those now that this is a big event, and Abhay is at a stage of his career where he's played a lot of finals. You know, he did very well recently. This season, he had a great tournament, didn't he? He's had quite a few good tournaments, but particularly that one that stands out is in Malaysia, where he got to the final and beat El Tamimi in the semis and lost to Yao in the finals. I mean, I think he's getting to finals or winning major events now, and I think that level of confidence that comes with that, it's just you've been here before, you know what to do, like you believe in yourself, and I think he doesn't look like he doubts anything here, Abhay. So, you know, I fully expect him to go on and win this, but you know, it's one of those in squash where you lose a game and all of a sudden you start to second guess yourself
Singh
sometimes.
leads
But I think,
2 games to
like
love.
I say, that mental toughness that he's got these
Love.
days will see him through this match. But well, let's see what this game has in store.
Yeah. Great start there.
1 love. Hand out, 1-all.
Very rarely you would see Abhay hit a backhand drop into the tin.
Not up. Hand out, 2-1.
Brilliant shot there. Some really good squash by both these players. Oh, great shot in that corner. Backhand drop of his, just too good in that part of the court. A beautiful shot from Abhay.
4-1.
Just kept too much pace on that ball in this rally. Beautiful shot.
Hand out, 2-4.
Al-Hamami getting the better of Abhay in that rally.
3-4.
Important point.
4-all.
Score that. Al-Hamami coming back in this game. Some great rally, moving Abhay quite a bit.
Yeah, this will be the test, I think, for Abhay, won't it? Like the physical test. Oh, what if he does that?
Hand out, 5-4.
I think he's just been not been able to convert those shots into winners.
No let.
That was an unusual one. He turns.
And out. 5 all.
The ball actually hit him. Oh, he's got sweat on it now.
That's like getting a no let on a stroke.
Yes. Slightly unusual. Probably hasn't practiced that.
Shot
Now
there.
that was some great hitting. Some great
6-5.
hitting. And I just felt for the first time really there, Abhay was under a massive amount of pressure, wasn't he? Kareem took the ball a bit earlier, found some low, fading lines.
Yes, after being 4-1 down, Mami has kind of stepped up in the game. He's hitting some great drives, putting pressure on Abhay. It's not giving him much time on the ball. Great rally there, good pickups by both these players. Beautiful drop there by Mami.
No let. Yeah, yeah. No let, no let.
No let.
And out. 6 all.
Given
Line
there.
behind. You just ran into the player. Better line behind. Better line behind.
It was, to be
No
fair,
further
very
discussion.
similar to the previous
And
no
out.
let,
6 all.
but that one was closer to a let, I feel. It was the same
6
movement
all.
where he's been held and shown that he was going to play, Abhay was going to play a drop, and then he's punched it long, and he's put the brakes on hard, but really not knowing completely where the ball's going. That's what the referee's seeing. Now this is a big moment in this match, 6 all.
Stroke to
Stroke.
Hand out.
Good
7-6.
comeback there, don't you think, Chris? Being
I
4-1
think
down.
really good. Yeah, I mean it's all been about intensity, but actually he's found his quality, Kareem, as well with that intensity. So I don't know why he didn't play like that at the start, but sometimes matches just kind of, you know, they evolve, and this one is kind of getting into that position where Kareem is looking stronger as this goes on.
8-6.
Important lead for Hamami there. It's a very important point, Chris, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, this will show the fight from Abhay here. He's got to get control back over the position, really.
Yeah. A beautiful drop from Al-Hamami
9-6.
there.
I remember the last game we talked about momentum and it being a strange old thing, but you know, all of a sudden it looks like Kareem's the better player. You know, he's established some control and he's winning some of the sort of softer hit rallies as well. You know, it's not all now about pace, pace, pace.
Yeah. I think he's got that rhythm going his favor in this game. Beautiful.
10-6.
Done
Game ball.
really well in this game, you know, keeping the ball into the back corner. I think that's what has made the difference.
Well, yeah, I
this
mean,
game.
I'm not completely surprised. I think he's a class player, isn't he, Kareem? Like, got to 24 in the world, so I think his current ranking is a bit misleading. That's
11-6
48.
game to El Hamami. Singh leads 2-1.
So quite a turnaround here.
Definitely,
Go for it,
Al-Hamami
Sherby.
showing why. Yeah, I'm saying good to see Al-Hamami coming back from True Love down. Great game of squash. Some really quality squash that he's played. He's just shown if you keep at it, you definitely can change the way the game goes.
Yeah, he's giving Abhay a lot to think about. Abhay was so dominant and controlling in those first two games, it looked like a sure thing, didn't it? But just a burst of intensity, and it was needed from Kareem Al-Hamami at the sort of start of when he was 4-1 down in that third game. And all of a sudden, it's match on, really. And it one game, and all of a sudden, it's turning into a longer match. Physically, it'll be hurting Abhay a bit. And all that strength of character and strength of belief that Abbay's built up over the last few years, this will be tested here.
Definitely. Tula 4-1 up from there. A few errors, like you'll see here, a few errors, and just the momentum of the game changed towards Kareem. You cannot have that kind of
I think the thing is, like, Abhay was, at 4-1, you think, well, if he got to 6-1, if he won those next 2 points, that's probably match over, isn't it? And I think Kareem pushed just at the right time. It was just about enough.
15
now,
seconds.
It'll be interesting to see the start here, because I think Abhay needs to go toe-to-toe with him, because Kareem knows his plan now. He knows a lot more, like, he wants to go out fast. He's got a game on the scoreboard. So let's have a look.
Yeah, and you can actually see the way he walked to the court after winning the third game. It's more confident.
Yeah. He's quicker up onto the tee. He's looking like he's got a lot of intent.
Yeah.
That's possibly. Wow. Could have been a stroke, that. Very close to him.
Distance to the ball.
I thought potentially the speed of the ball was too much for Abhay, but not the distance to the ball.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe he just thought the ball had passed him, but quite loose from Abhay there. You can see, Chris, Abhay's not taking that ball early now, which he was doing in the first two games. I think that's nerves.
Yeah, and he's finding it he's just not got as much time. He's just not got as much time. He's being rushed. That makes his hold difficult. That makes his accuracy difficult. So it's obviously not just about intensity. There's quality of shot choice. There's quality of movement and shot, like, all going into this from Kareem. So it'd be a bit unfair to say he's just up the intensity, but that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not a bad choice of shot from Hamami, Chris.
That was a bit.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, nobody was expecting that. Maybe Kareem wasn't.
No. Two love.
Abhay looking a bit frustrated. He got away with that one. His forehand is definitely not looking as sharp as it was. It's a little bit later to get in position, not getting that hold. signs of fatigue kind of creeping in a little bit. That's definitely a bit later on his racket prep. Not on the backhand though.
Definitely, you can see getting a bit late on the ball, not pushing the ball hard, just kind of it's not
No,
hitting enough. No,
line to the right.
great shot there.
Hand out. 1-2.
This is a battle now. This is the heart of the match, I would say. Both players need to stay on top here.
So good to see how Amami has gotten back in this game, putting the pressure back on Abhay, and it's great squash for people watching, not just.
I mean, the crowd really are being treated here, aren't they? These have been two fantastic semi-finals to start off the day.
Now don't have to run into the back, please. Please be careful on your contact, Mr. Singh. You need to be really careful. Yep.
He knew what the referee was going to say.
2-all. Yes, please.
Long rallies.
Yeah, this is hard. This is now gutsy squash. Good length there from Abhay. Gave him an opportunity. That's probably a no
And
there.
out. 3-2. All those deep shots, I want you to take the line behind and play those balls, not run into your opponent. The ball was deep. No. The deep balls, I want you to go behind and play those balls. Hand out 3-2.
Definitely was a no let there.
Yeah, but it takes now like 2, 3, 4 shots in a row of control to put El Hamami away. He's very much in the zone.
Yeah. You can see he's moving Abhay really well. He's keeping him, it's not letting him stand on the tee for long, you know.
Yeah, I think more of the match is being played in the central areas, like there, of the court, and that only suits El Hamami. When it was deep into corners, look at that backdrop. What a great club.
Yeah,
Yep, all
it's
okay.
the 150th year of this club. It's one of the oldest clubs in India, the Bombay Gymkhana.
Stop. 4-2.
Beautiful length there.
5-2.
Just managed over the last few rallies, Abhay, to make that court longer again. He's used his softer touch on those drop shots, you know, and it's just elongated the rallies. or the length of the court for El Hamami, and I think that's much more in Abhay's favour.
Yeah, and he needs to have that patience. He needs to play with patience now. Choose a shot.
He could do with the
and
conditions
not
getting a
rush.
bit colder. You know, the ball's softening up a bit. I think that will help Abhay as long as he can find the back of the court. That's got to be a stroke, eh?
Hand out 3-6.
Yeah, you rightly said that. The idea is to get the ball back first, deep into the corners, and then he'll be able to get his shots.
Down. Down. I call it down. Sorry. 4-6.
That's Shrikant Shashadri, the referee. It's a very
it's nice to see Shrikant
from India.
Yeah, he's been at a lot of events over the years.
Let.
Come on, Abhay.
Things getting a little physical there.
5-6.
Yeah, Kareem's done well here because he was 6-2 down, got it back to 6-5. Again, similar to the 4-1 in the previous game. You know, Abhay just hasn't quite been able to extend that lead again.
Yes, let. 5-6.
Well,
I don't want him to hit
if he'd
it.
have hit that stroke again,
I prefer
I
six.
think that time Kareem was more in front of him.
5-6.
Yeah, I mean, as a referee, I'd give it. Otherwise, the player's gonna hit the next one.
Yeah, I think when El Hamami's hit it extra wide and it's come back towards the door, you know, he cannot go stand on the tee. He risks having a ball hit him and a stroke against. And there's not a lot he can do to complain about that.
Abhay will take that shot. Definitely.
Yeah, it was scrappy. It was a scrappy rally, but Abhay needed it.
Abhay would take anything going his way right now.
Yeah.
Definitely would not want to take it to the fifth game.
Hand out 6-7.
Crucial point.
Yes, let. 6-7. Yep. Distance again. Distance to the ball. Yeah, please. No, this ball was deeper. He would have played the ball, similar to the one on the right.
Definitely will go with that decision there, Chris.
Yeah, you don't envy the referee in this sort of position, do you? It's like it's going to end up with a few more decisions at the end of this game, I feel. I don't know about you, Serbi, but I feel like it would be good for Abhay to do more shots around here. Like, just to change the pace up.
Yeah, I think you can see he's not great pickup.
Stroke to Singh. Court service, please.
That's a lot of sweat.
What is that you are
Might
bleeding?
take 10 minutes to tidy that up.
No, nothing wrong. Everything is fine.
Definitely.
I think Kareem's
A lot of sweat.
frustrated. Yeah, I think he feels there was interference there, but it wasn't super obvious, and you know, just one of those around the middle of the court where players are going to get it in each other's way a little bit. He wasn't happy though.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking to get a let there, or like you said, it's going to take a few minutes to get that sweat off the court.
Almost surprising there haven't been more stoppages for sweat, I think.
8-6.
Very important for both the players. To keep the game going there. Both of them have kind of upped the pace on the ball. Great shot from Abhay Singh there, taking a very
9-6.
important 3-point lead. 9-6.
Huge point coming up now.
That was a good rally by both the players.
Down. Sorry. Yeah.
10-6. Match ball to Abhay. So great for
10-6. Match ball.
him and the crowd having two Indian players playing finals tomorrow.
There it is.
11-6. Match to Singh. 3 games to 1. 11-4. 11-6. 6-11. 11-6.
Does play
Well,
for the
Serbi,
crowd there.
that was a fantastic match. Like a deserved winner. I think Kareem made such a fight of it, didn't he, in the third and fourth game? And there were moments there where you just thought, well, this just might go to 5, and if it goes to 5, that could be more in Kareem's favour. But Abhay did very well to, maybe it was that inner belief, that experience he's got now of being in multiple finals, and I think that's seen him through there, hasn't it? He's imposed his quality of shot, he's taken control of that match, and ultimately a deserved winner.
Yeah, he did everything well today to get the better of the experienced Karim. I think Karim does have a lot of experience of playing many crucial matches, but I think today Abhay did really well to get the better of him.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see who he's got to play in the final in the last match of the day. But the one coming up next is a battle of youth, isn't it? Helen Tang against Barb Samar. And that'll be an interesting match. And I think I'm taking the commentary for that one. So nice to join you, Serbi, on again on the commentary.
Thank you for having me with you. Have a great time ahead. You guys keep watching our live streaming of the JSW Indian Open.
Get a little too excited.
Absolutely. You were one crazy human inside. Now, just in the last bit, are you excited for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. So many kids. You know, it's nice to see some home support. I love playing in Bombay Gym. I won nationals here a few months ago. So, yeah, it's a good court. I've had some luck on it. So hopefully some more tomorrow.
Wishing you great luck for tomorrow. Everybody in the house, give it up for him. Abhay Singh making it to the finals. Congratulations.
At a iconic venue like the Bombay Gym is incredible.
Absolutely. Now, along with you, I request Mr. N. Ramachandran sir to please join us. Give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He is the patron of SRFI. So please come forward and join us. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Right here. How does it feel to be here at this iconic venue doing a legendary event?
It's a fantastic venue. It's been done up so well, and thanks to JSW, all the squash lovers are able to watch such an event. The first time an event of this prize money is being held in India, and also the first time you have a woman and an Indian in the finals tomorrow.
Absolutely, with the matter of pride, ladies and gentlemen. To all of you out there, now both of you here, I have a couple of questions to both of you. Just asking few fun, easy questions. First up, so for you, what are your thoughts on the quality of the competition we have witnessed here at the JSW Indian Open?
It's an extremely tough sport to begin with, and the quality of competition is quite high for a simple reason. We have not had an event of this magnitude earlier on in India.
Absolutely. Now moving on to Parth, this question is for you. The first ever PSA cover event happening in the Indian soil. It has been happening throughout, but how does it feel to see it right here?
No, it feels very good. I think squash is one sport where India has produced top 10 players in the world. It's probably one of the only racket sports in the world where we've done it in singles. So I think when squash got selected to be part of the Olympics, we at JSW felt that we need to give back to the game that's given all of us, my father, myself, so much. And we approached Sir. Sir so willingly helped us. SRFI said that you must do whatever you can and bring tournaments to India, because the players always complain of not having high quality tournaments at home soil and they have to travel abroad. So we said that why don't we give them the home court advantage, bring international top talent as well to India and boost the game in the country. And it's great to see so many people coming to watch. And we've committed to do this for 3 years till LA 28, and hopefully we can do it for many years after that as well.
This is just the beginning and we have a long way to go. Now, sir, asking you the question, proud moment for us as we have 2 Indian players in the finals tomorrow. Do you think both the players can bring home the trophy?
I'm quite certain they will.
Pat, sir, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I think we hope so. We hope they do well. We hope it's a great show, and we hope the best player wins. I think all of this is a lead up to bigger tournaments for all the players, and I think it's a good stepping stone. And hopefully, winning the Indian Open becomes a coveted title in the PSA calendar, and that's what we hope.
Hoping for the best tomorrow. Thank you so much, and it is an honor to have both of you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let the game resume.
Helen Tang. A match which, amazingly, Barb is the older player at 17 years old. Helen is 16. And what's even more amazing is that both of them have already quite experienced at a PSA level, having both reached finals of PSA events. In fact, Barb has won 3 titles, which you might have seen in the infographic before. She's won 3 titles from 3 finals.
2025 women's semi-final match.
2 of them were last November in Ecuador. I'm not sure about what the third one was.
Helen Tang
She's also a US Junior Open champion, under 9s last year. And clearly one of the many up-and-coming Egyptian juniors. So Helen from Hong Kong has had a great tournament so far, taking out number 2 seed.
Stroke 2, Tang. Hand out, 1-all.
So you can see straight away from the start of this match, it's going to be played at a fast tempo. And having watched Barb before, I think she plays with very classical squash, great lines, good mover. And that's, she'll be hoping she takes control of the match.
3-1.
Just looks like a few nervous errors here from Helen Tang. A few loose shots down the middle. But by no means a high-quality player.
2-3.
I'm sure once she starts finding her targets, finding her rhythm, she will absolutely be a test for anybody in this tournament.
Down. And out. 4-2.
So like I said, this is the third of the 4 semi-finals this evening. The first 2 matches, both featuring Indian players. In fact, the first match was an all-Indian affair, Anahat versus Joshna. And this is the first of the semis. Abhay won the men's match just before. This is the first of the semis without an Indian player, so perhaps the crowd are going for a small rest. But many of them have stayed to watch this because it's just watching some of the up-and-coming superstars, really, of the future.
For all.
Slightly fortunate there from Tang. Caught the back wall nick.
Stroke 2, Samay. And out. 5-4.
Still trying to find a rhythm at the moment. I feel a lot of these rallies are very much controlled by Tang, whether she hits a win or an error.
And out. 5-all.
This is more like a tougher, harder rally now. Test the movement, test the fitness. An error there.
Down. 7,
Another one in
5.
quick succession. So the first couple of errors coming from Same. Certainly uncomfortable playing someone who plays with the obvious intensity of
6, 7.
Helen Tang, who's come on just a million miles an hour, hitting some winners, hitting a few errors, some loose balls, but very difficult to read with that fast racket speed. Just high intention, good energy. If she can calm down on some of the errors, she's going to be really difficult to play against. Very mobile, both of them are.
And out. 8, 6.
That's a great
9,
angle on
6,
that post.
yes.
Taking it with pace, lots of racket speed, lots of cut.
Out.
Just crept out, that one.
10, 6. Game ball. From the right.
I think this is a bit of a shock to the system for Same, who's perhaps trying to calm this down, taking her time there to return serve. If she's going to do that, she needs to probably straighten it up, get that ball tight, start giving some angles like that, because as soon as Helen Tang has had an
11,
angle
6,
there, she
game
will
2,
go for
Tang.
something.
Tang leads. 1 game to loss.
That is a hugely impressive first game from Helen Tang. She has come out fast there. I mean, at 16 years old, to play on a glass court in front of this many people in a prestigious tournament, the Indian Open, and I think what a fantastic attitude, absolutely fearless, and has just completely stolen that first game. Like, I don't think Barb Same looked like she knew what was happening really for that majority of that. Be really interesting to see how it develops at the start of the second, because I presume there's time for a breather, time to chat with your coach, time to fulfill your self-belief again. Definitely a little bit of luck there, but definitely justified that first game win as well. What an exciting prospect.
Game to love.
Okay, so the players quickly back on court. Tang 1-love up. Straight back to work, it seems.
One love. And out. 1-all.
Both of these players beat top 100 players or higher in their opening 2 matches. They are very much already playing at that standard despite their age. Wow.
And 2-1.
Lovely hold. What I love there is that she was ready for the next ball as well. If it did come back, she was all over it.
Down. 3-1.
I just think it's very rare to see an intensity of movement like Helen Tang is displaying here. Intensity of movement and intensity of racket speed. Something very few players possess. She's super quick back to the tee. She's hunting the next ball down. She's on it with urgency. She's hustling. She's looking for any opportunity there. She seems very alert mentally.
Yes, back.
Could have played that really. Was hoping potentially for a cheap stroke. Just think probably she had an opportunity there to play in a straight volley drop. Samay, and then that's better. Chose to open up the angles, and I'm not sure opening up angles and giving opportunity to get on the ball quickly to her opponent here is the right idea. I think for now she wants to close her down, limit her attacks. That's a better shot. That's straight drop. There's a straight kill.
And out. 2-4. Three, 4. Yes.
It's probably the first change momentum here. A few points in a row here for Barb Smay. And I think that's come due to the fact she's straightened up a bit. I thought she was going to come on after at the beginning of the second game and straighten up immediately, but she didn't. She seems to have continued and then thought about it a bit more when she was 4-1 down. Wow.
And out. 5-3.
What can you do? Helen Tang was on that so quickly. And it's just the pace that won her that point, really. Onto it quick, hit it hard. That post is good. Great shot. Tactically, just
4-5.
Way better there from Barb Samay, who is the higher seed in this. Had her under pressure there from that hold and flick, because she's threatened the straight drop continuously over the last 4 or 5 rallies, and then she could change direction.
5-all.
Out to me. I don't think Samay minds. She's starting to get some control over this.
6-5.
Far better straight lines.
Nolan. Bowler's back. Bowler's back. Yes. Hand out. 6 all.
I think the referee is calling minimal interference there. Not enough to justify a let. Not interfering with her path. So 6 all. Feel the momentum is back with the Egyptian.
Seven, 6.
High energy rally that. Great skill to be able to catch the nick. Twisting and turning like she was.
Hand out.
That's a pretty good boast from
7
Singh
all.
as well.
Hand out.
Just the pace.
8-7.
Just the pace there. It wasn't the most accurate return of serve, but it was on to Singh so quickly. She struggled to cope.
Yes,
That should be a let.
Eight, 7. Nine, 7. Yes.
Wow. A very high level of skill from Tang to get herself out of trouble in that deep forehand corner. Almost hit a nick off the 3-ball nick post.
Quick, please.
She was in a bit of trouble there, but still got out of it quickly. Used her speed well. Such a dangerous player to play against.
Ten, 7. Game ball.
Just running away with it here and just looking still so full of energy. Quite incredible, really, at 16. Squash is a hard sport. She's not making it look that hard. It's very impressive.
11-7. Game to Tang. Tang leads 2 games to love.
So the second game a lot closer there. 11-7, and just large portions of it the Egyptian Barb Sameh had control of rallies, tactically got better, started straightening up, but still Helen Tang was just tough to handle. Explosive, fast, great racket work, highly skillful, and just managed to pull away at the end there. I think this match is still in the balance. You know, I think the marginally older player could show her experience here, but got to say, things are going well at the moment for the Hong Kong player. So back on court for the third game.
2 games to love.
This third semi-final.
Love.
Helen Tang leading 2 games to love, demonstrating some very intense squash for any age, let alone 16.
1 love.
Just straight back on it. Fantastic cross court.
And out. 1 all. Two one.
Samay trying to get herself going here. A couple of yellas.
Down. And out. 2 all.
Don't think she really needs to do that. I don't really think she needs to force shots. She needs to believe in her game. It is good enough.
And out. 3-2. And out. 3 all.
Probably the first soft attack from deep that Tang has done in this match. Shows she's got some touch as well as the cutting power that she's got.
And out. 4-3.
So just picking off some loose balls here, and I think that's the thing with Tang at the moment. You are going to get some loose balls. You've got to be ready for them, put them away.
And out.
You've got to take the mental difficulty of just not being in control of a few points when you play her, because she will take the game away from you sometimes. That's fantastic length.
5 all.
Looked like a cross court, managed to straighten it, still cut it down to second bounce in the back wall nick. Perfect. Couple of actually conventional drop shots there. Thought she was going to absolutely smash the first one, and then played it very nicely, cut it in, open faced.
6-5.
Could be a let. She was much more aware there that Abhay was going to take that counter drop in, followed up right behind her post. Brutal squash. Oh.
7-5.
Some of the deep cross courts there from Tang were very, very good. Difficult to read. Snaps right across your opponent's body. Just showing a pretty full range of squash vocabulary here. That was a classy volley drop.
No let. You need to play the ball. You accepted the access.
All sorts was happening there. Tang in a great position, played probably her worst shot of the match.
9-5.
So he got through, wanted a stroke, got an no-let.
Down.
Wow.
And out. 6.
Maybe that's greedy. 9-5 up. Just saw the end in sight maybe and tried to force it. Yeah, she's telling herself to calm down a bit there. Can't blame her, to be honest, with the shots she's hitting this. You wouldn't blame Helen Tang for going for something a little bit outrageous. Oh, when it's your day, it's your day, isn't it? She did not hit that where she wanted to, but it was an absolute outright win.
Stroke 2. Samay.
Yeah, came back
And
a bit.
out. 10. Correction. 7-10. Match ball.
So 3 match balls remaining. She keeps going for her shots. Surely she's got to get one of them.
Out.
And there's the error.
11-7. Match to Tang.
So 3 games to love for Helen Tang, and that was hugely
11-6,
impressive.
11-7. 11-7.
That was an absolute onslaught of intensity and shots, hard hitting and high quality from Helen Tang. And I've got to say that Barb Samay did not do a lot wrong there. She's a fantastic prospect herself, 3-time winner of PSA titles at only 17. But that was an incredible performance, quite frankly. And there's the Hong Kong coach, Pete Jennifer, who does a fantastic job. And he must be very excited that Helen Tang is coming up through the ranks, because that was, quite frankly, an incredible performance. And I'm sure we'll be seeing quite a lot of Helen Tang in the future, let alone tomorrow, where she plays Anahat Singh in what will be effectively like 2 of the best juniors in the world. Although, having said that, there are some like Orphy and Co at the top might have something to say about that. But it's just an incredible bunch of juniors in the women's game at the moment. And I just think that here's yet another one. What a great player. Fantastic to watch. Just brings something very different to the game. And yeah, really looking forward to that. Will be an exciting final tomorrow. So that's it from me. There'll be a 4th match coming up, the second men's semi-final. So stay tuned for that one.
With our winner, congratulations. How does it feel to be a part of the finale?
I feel really happy because it's my first 15K finals tomorrow. So I hope I can play better today, and I feel today I play well.
What is that one lesson that you learned from today's match?
I think I learned I have to be calm, not going to be too nervous. If I'm too nervous, I can't play my best squash. Yeah.
And tomorrow, you would be playing the finals against a 17-year-old Indian player, Anahat Singh. Are you excited about it?
Yes, I'm excited about that because I played her 2 times and I lost it. So I hope tomorrow I can play well. Yeah.
And make it up for that.
Thank you.
Wishing you congratulations and best of luck for tomorrow's match. To everybody watching, give Tang a huge round of applause and best of luck for tomorrow's match. The winner of this game will make it to the men's finals. This is the much awaited clash of the Egyptians. So without any further ado, give it up for our very first player, Mr. Omar Mossad. Can we have it up for him, ladies and gentlemen? Resilience and skills to dominate the game. Well now, I'm all set to go ahead and introduce you to the second player, ladies and gentlemen. Omar will be facing Karim El Turki. Can we have a huge round of applause for him? The talented young squash player from Egypt coming off a dominant performance, winning his last quarter-final match. It's through red sets, holds total 5 Egyptian national titles as well as the Hong Kong Junior Open title. Let's give it up for him. Come on, everybody, put your hands together.
15 seconds. JSW Indian Open 2025 men's semi-final match. Umar Mossad of Egypt to serve, Karim Al Torki of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 game, love all.
So, hello everyone. So, we are here on the last match of today's semi-final. With me is
Handout,
Andrew.
one
Andrew,
love.
are you there?
Hey Gautam, I'm here. How are you doing?
Down.
I'm very good, Andrew.
Two
So, what's
love.
your stake for this match? So, both the Egyptian, Mossad experienced one.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, Karim's been playing well recently. Obviously comes in with a big win against Belavan as well this week. Obviously, it seems like he's playing well.
Yeah, absolutely. That day means with Vela, I think he finished it up in 3 love. So, that was...
Handout, 1-2.
Yeah, he obviously coming in with a lot of confidence, and he started the first few rallies well.
Yeah, Mossad been a very experienced player playing in the circuit for quite a long time. But
Handout, 3-1.
Yeah, I think the boss and the short game that Karim's employing so far is going to be effective. Trying to attack quickly when he gets that opportunity.
Absolutely, he is Karim Al Torki is in fire the way he started it. So I've been seeing all these Egyptian players starting from all the juniors or of late. So they are into more of attacking, means they are playing like more furious than before. What's your saying on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Karim here is taking everything early. He's attacking to the front a lot. Yeah, they're definitely attacking players. When they get the opportunity, they will definitely go for it. Karim here is obviously confident. He's staying in front. He's found his length well and early. And yeah, he's definitely confident this week. He's got some really good wins.
Absolutely, and with this upcoming all juniors, Turkey is a young lad among them. Means all these guys are quick on the feet, and every first opportunity they get, they go on for attacking.
Yeah, you're right, Nelson. That's for sure.
See, it is everywhere. Means every single chance they take, they don't give it up. The first chance, they don't wait that I will wait and play. And in that way, Mossad is looking a bit slow today.
Yeah, it's tough out there. This court's going to play a little bit different. He's definitely going to move that ball around El Torki. He's not going to want to allow Mossad to find his lines and use his volley like that.
2-8.
Absolutely. Mossad has to utilize his height, taking everything in volley, but El Torki, on the other hand, is staying a step ahead, if you notice. And
yeah, he's definitely come out with some good tactics here, El Torki.
Absolutely. That means the way he have he have written all the scripts, and he exactly know what to do. Must be a minute or two for this match, and it's already 9-2.
Yes, sir. 9-2.
Even if you see the body language of Turkey and compare it to Mossad, and if you see, he is much more quicker, faster, and looking more confident out there today.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, everything is taken early around the middle.
Everything, the way he's moving, and if you see Mossad walking on the court, see, Maybe it's a
11
warm-up
2,
game for Mossad.
game
I don't
2,
know.
Al Turki. Al Turki
We have
leads
to see.
1 game to love.
It must be 3-4 minutes, not more than that. Not even 5 minutes, I guess. Let's see when the stats come. So 5 minutes, huh?
Amazing, really, considering how experienced Mossad is. He's got quite a little bit of work to do here.
Absolutely. He has to come back with a game plan. Means the way he need to slow down the game. He's giving too many opportunities to El Torque, or rather, I'll say Torque is in. He's taking all the chances. Means it's not like Mossad is giving. He is creating it and taking it himself.
Yeah, he's onto everything so early. The highlights just show and emphasize really how quickly he's onto everything.
That's what means. You see his body language. Means I'm quite impressed the way he started it. Means he is there. Mossad has to, as you said, Andrew, he has to change his game plan to stick to the game.
Yeah, there's got to be a big change here. Let's see if he can use his experience to come out and make that change quickly. The first few rallies are going to be important here for Mossad.
And El Torque, I guess he is going to keep. I'm sure he's going to keep the same game plan, playing it as fast as possible, not letting Mossad recover
Al Turki
that
leads
quick.
1 game to love.
I'm sure he will be very happy with what he's done so far. El Torque. It's an amazing first game for him. He couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yes, let.
Oh.
Love all.
See, this is what I was talking,
One
Andrew.
love.
The speed.
Yeah, you can see Mossad's getting a little bit frustrated with himself. He's finding it a little bit difficult out there.
That was
out,
good
1
from
all.
Mossad. It must be very late for you, Andrew, there.
Yes, it's 12:20 a.m.
Yep. I know.
Hand out 2-1.
Great boast from El Torque.
Stop.
Is it the swing or?
I'm sure I didn't see any contact.
Yeah, nothing. Now Mossad has been a little quick enough since the last game is now. That's the opening. Let's see. It's pushing it to the back.
El Torque
I
is
think
not
Mossad
letting him.
has just come back with the pace. Yes, he is now. But
Wow.
this young boy is in absolute fire. Good rally. This is the fast pace. That's the good one. Means what was missing in the action with the Egyptian, both the
3-1.
players in super speed.
Yeah, wonderful rally.
Absolutely. Now the Mossad finally, I think, is waking up, I guess.
He's trying to get his legs going. He's trying to get his body going a little bit.
I think he's trying to match with El Torque, but rather I would think that he should
4-1.
slow down the pace. He should come down and make him wait for the shot.
Yeah, I think he's got to try and get that line through to the back a little bit more.
That's
But, well,
fantastic one.
if you can do that, then
because Turkey, if you see from the first game or couple of games where matches which he have played before, he's playing with that pace. So if either you have to match with it or you need to get it down.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got to make some.
Yeah, that's what you see
Mossad's-
now. Mossad have now changed the pace. If you see,
Yeah.
see the rally, two rallies back, and right now he have changed his pace. He's slowing down.
He must have been listening to you, Gautam.
Maybe he have a comb in his ears. That's good. Turkey again in fire. Oh, fantastic.
And out 5-3.
So, what's your stake, Andrew? Who do you think? No, that
Well,
I guess.
at the moment, I'm very impressed with
6-3.
Al-Turki at the moment. I think he's playing
Turkey doesn't.
unbelievable.
He wants to finish this match and go for his dinner, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
And now
he really wants to
4-6.
finish it as quick as possible. Maybe they know each other's game well.
Yeah. Court services, please.
That's what you try to break the rhythm.
Yeah, I think
Reset yourself, and then. And it's a bit humid in Mumbai. The venue
it's
is
good.
outstanding. The
Yeah, I
venue
think
is
it's good.
outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah. The JSW, the first copper event of India.
4-6.
Then open. Mossad again trying to match up the pace of.
Mossad's just using a little bit more height at the moment.
Yes, and you see, because he doesn't want right now opening, but Turkey is there all over. That was good one. That was good. So again,
Court service. Stop. 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 Stop.
so that corner was good. Means I think every time he gets a break, he up his pace. Mossad, if you see the
5-6.
the sequence of play.
Yeah, I think he's trying to mix it a bit more. You know, he's using that height first until he gets a loose ball in the middle, and then he will try and generate some pace.
6-all. I'm sure
6-all.
he's going to utilize his experience, his height. He already slowed down the game, Mossad.
Yeah, Al-Turki is trying to inject pace where he can.
Yeah,
Well,
but
You are looking for the player, not the ball. No. Ball is. No line. You are this still distance with the ball. You are looking for the player. You go to need to play the ball. No, the line is left.
I think now that this PSA referees are a bit harsh on the strokes. If you see.
And out 7-6.
Yeah, difficult one there.
Yeah, that was difficult one. Means most of the strokes I feel have been no lets.
8-6.
Good straight from the front there from El Torquay.
Yeah, he's trying to. If you see his body language, he is not there. You see the swing, the way he is, the stance he's taking up there is there to generate more power up there. See up. All right.
Yeah, it's
An
good.
open court.
Really good
So,
quality.
absolutely. So he's also trying to mix it up. He did not play this last two rallies. I guess he's trying to
9-6.
control it over hitting those hard shots. What he started doing it. I'm missing those fast rallies up there now.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
wonderful
good.
lob.
Good height.
Hand out 7-9.
Dheeraj Singh is the referee for this match. Again, as you said, Andrew, he
Just
is.
let. Just let. For safety. You are in
I
the
think
way.
both the players are unhappy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Mossad was looking for a let, but I don't think he knew where the ball was.
Yeah. So he's trying to just utilize the height, as you said. He's not letting him play that hard shots and faster, so that he can take some time out. Obviously, Torquay is much better than Mossad
Hand
at the
out
current
10-7
situation.
game ball.
Every time El Torquay's gone short, Mossad's just started to lob out the front if he can.
Yeah, so it's
11-7 game to Al Turkey. Al Turkey leads 2 games to love.
Yeah. So it's an 11-minute game. If you see, Andrew, the first few minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes of the game, it was a fast-paced game where Mossad was trying to match with El Torquay.
Yep. And then he decided that he was going to try and slow it down a little bit and use the
then
height.
he started utilizing the height, and every time there was court cleaning and all, he's getting that breather out, and then he speed it up.
Yeah, he did well though, El Torquay, to regain his composure and find his lines.
Yeah. Much more quicker if you see El Torquay.
Yeah, much quicker. He's been playing well this week.
Absolutely. Means I just love the way he is walking in, the confidence he's carrying with him. But if you see, it's exactly the same way Abhay. If you watch the Abhay match,
Unfortunately, no, I missed that one.
so Abhay was absolutely like
2 games to love.
If Turkey wins this game or match, means it will be a good finals tomorrow.
be a great final tomorrow if
Love
whoever makes it through. It's such a good
Yeah, that's
quality match.
it means absolutely. Oh, that was unforced. Wanted to be quick,
Hand out. 1 love.
but
Yeah,
I
it took you a
guess
bit
he
too
can
much
afford
time
that.
there
But he can afford that.
for now.
Yeah, for now. Yes, for now.
Oh, but that's good. That's a great
2
use of the
love.
boast.
Yes, let.
Ah.
Yes,
Ah.
let. 2 love.
Thanks to WSL for new rules, at least the players are not
Hand
arguing much
out.
with the
1
referees,
2.
cheering for the penalties and all.
Yeah, no more
Yes,
discussions.
let.
Yeah,
Same as just now, so consistent.
1 2.
absolutely. If you see Mossad, his reaction time means a bit slow. I feel. I don't know what your take on that, but I feel it's a bit slow on responding to the ball.
2 all.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Yeah,
Things start to slow down as they get a little bit older.
right. With this youngsters, with the new generation trainings, more scientific, with the new recovery techniques.
Down.
Yeah, he's rushing.
Hand out. 3 2.
Oh, that was a good return. Oh,
wow.
That was. He was
Hand
on the
out.
top by everything,
3
as though
all.
he have read Mossad.
Not up. Hand out. 4 3.
But you never know. Means let's see how it goes. But Mossad have an absolute chance of coming back if he keeps on
Down.
But these unforced errors are
Hand
killer.
out. 4 all.
Quick rallies, I guess.
Just got a little bit loose at the moment from El Torquay
And out.
catching
5
a
4.
few side walls in that back forehand corner. Ball just popping out a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, it's the heat. That was a roller.
You need court service? Court service.
The venue been spectacular. It's overlooking Bombay Gymkhana. The setups.
Five all.
Mossad still keeping the ball into height and is utilizing
And
the
out
height and
6-5.
Yeah, he's getting quite a lot of success when he is able to lift high and then attack low.
Played low. But this unforced errors, this is the third one.
And out 6
When he's
all.
leading. He's been kept, yes. That's what, right, what you're saying. He have successfully, if you see this one, he has kept the height and up and down, he's keeping it up.
Start up. And out 7-6.
This is going quite close. But I'm still
much
looking
better
at
this game from Mossad.
Yes, he is absolutely in the control. Maybe it's humid and every time
down.
This is what I was telling you. Every time he's hitting, he have given
And
that point away.
7 all.
Yeah, he's just done it again, so that's 4 times now.
Absolutely, he should maybe he should play a bit safe to get that 1 or 2 points lead, and then he should start attacking.
Down.
Even Turkey is also doing the same.
And out 8-7.
My feeling is Mossad will win this game.
Big call at 8-7, Gautam.
Yeah. Unless Turkey does something different. Again,
And out
leading and
8 all.
now the match can go, the game can go anybody's. Somebody who can keep the patience on. No, that's what I was expecting. The way the thinking process going on.
That's the winning shot. Yeah. That's the winning shot, Mr. Mossad. That's the winning shot.
Then the ball was coming out.
9-8.
But I was sure the way the PSA referees are thinking nowadays, I was sure that this would be a no-let.
Yeah, I don't think that shot was as good as what the referee thought it was.
Yeah, but that's what, it was not that big shot though.
No, I think that bounced out and...
That's what I was saying, the ball was coming.
Oh, that's a stroke. From that angle we saw that.
If you see the
Leon, please.
They're putting their hands up.
There is still distance with the ball. Yeah.
See the audience
that looks
reactions out there.
Yeah, you see the
9-8.
audience reaction, you know that it's not right.
This is a very, very crucial point, this one. Mossad's aggression is going to Turkey. That's what I was telling you. That he's going for Turkey, he's not going for the ball. If you notice that one thing.
Yeah.
9-8. Let ball.
He was expecting a
Yes,
stroke
let.
for that.
Yeah, I think that's probably more of a no-let than the one he got just now.
Yeah.
Quickly, Musab.
Because he was not going for the ball this rally. He was only going for Turkey. Point by point.
Yeah, I felt like that shot into the front was probably a bit too good, too tight.
Ball was good.
Ball was good. Match ball.
10-8. Match ball.
Mossad. Let's see until unless keeping all. El Turkey will give everything to finish it to wrap the show up tonight. There you go.
11-8 match to Al Turkey, 3 games to love. 11-2, 11-7, 11-8.
Yeah, that's Parjindal. So 31 minutes. It's quite less time for the semi-finals. But congratulations to Karim El Turki to getting into the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a splendid performance, I thought. He's actually been playing so well this week, looking at the results.
Absolutely. So tomorrow will be I think it will be a spectacular match between Abhay and Karim El Turki.
As you can see here, some really good use of the front of the court.
Yeah, so thank you, Andrew. It was a great match. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's match. And it's over to the MC there for the player interviews. We'll see you tomorrow, and good night, everyone.
हाँ
Well, that is Karim Al Turki. How was the game?
Yeah, Omar is known for being a very tough player. You know, he was former world number 3, so I've been playing my best squash the last couple of matches, and I tried to maintain my squash, so it was pretty well.
What is that one lesson that you learned in that court today?
Well, I needed to stay solid mentally because he began coming back in the game during the third, but I adapted and found my length again, and yeah.
Now, with that, having said, you have made it to the finals and you would be going against the Indian player Abhay Singh. How excited are you for that?
I'm very excited. It's my first World Tour final, so you know, just one more push, and I wish I win the tournament, of course.
Wishing you all the luck. That is Karim Al Turki. Give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Wishing you all the luck for tomorrow's game. finals tomorrow. Same time, same place. Don't miss out the action. Get ready to crown the champion. Once again, a massive thank you to each of our partners for their unwavering support in making this event a grand success. Our principal partner, JSW, powered by Inspire Institute of Sports. Our official hydration partner, Bisleri, followed by our radio partner, Radio City. Our broadcast partner, SquashTV. Our digital streaming partner, Fan Code, and under the aegis of PSA and SRFI, and our venue partner, Bombay Gymkhana. So seeing you all tomorrow right here at the same time, same place. I was your host, Samira Khan, signing off.